Loyal here at Alabama, of course, we love any victories, but we especially love wins against teams like Tennessee and teams like Auburn. What's led to this being such a good season for you and the Crimson Tide?
Yeah, I think it started in the summer. It started definitely in the off season with us just making a decision that we wanted to be better than last year. I know we have a lot of new faces, but it definitely, it's a decision that's been made. And every day we just try to be the best version of ourselves, even if it's in practice, in film sessions. So I definitely think it's a team effort. And it's just decisions being made that, we want to be better than yesterday, and I think that that's definitely what's led to our team success.
And we're seeing really everybody step up in different moments all throughout the season. You got to be thrilled that it's not just Sarah Ashley some games or Aaliyah or you, but it's everybody getting involved, and that team aspect has got to be a lot of fun to play in.
No, for sure. Like yesterday, I didn't have the game that I, particularly wanted, because of course I just want to be there and step up for my team every night. But we all have those games where we're not scoring the ball. So yesterday I kind of just found other things to do, passing the ball, and then, just being on the sideline and being that vocal leader that I feel like our team needs. So I mean, it's amazing to be able to have Carly come off the bench, Berger to come off the bench that plays really good defense, and then Jessica. I feel like she's Jessica's definitely a dog. She steps in and she plays her role night in and night out. And she definitely was big for us yesterday.
Do you enjoy some of those moments where Jessica's really running point, you get to play at the number two position off the ball, and that's freed you up for some great shots?
No, for sure. I definitely have gotten a lot more confident with my shooting, especially with the 3-point shot. So with her driving in, I know she's such a threat getting to the rim. And so mostly, my defender is leaving me because they're not going to leave Aaliyah most of the time. So they're leaving me to go and stop her from getting to the rim. So I definitely enjoy being able to be over there on the wing and be able to knock down some shots for us.
It's led to some good moments this season for Alabama. I mentioned the wins against Auburn and Tennessee, but how about the win at Vanderbilt? A good comeback victory, and it was also a milestone. Christy Curry picks up her 500th win as a head coach. What did it mean to you to get to play a key role in a milestone like that for Coach Curry?
No, that meant everything. I see the in and outs of how hard Coach Chrissy works every day. So just to be a part of that amazing accomplishment of hers was amazing. And then I also think that it was definitely a growth moment for us as a team. When adversity hits, it's easy to just lay down and to stop playing and to give up. But I think that was definitely a moment where we all came together and we poured into each other. And we just kind of refused to quit and refused to lose that game. And that was a big game for us against a very good Vandy team.
So that was a good moment from this season. Let's rewind the clock, though, back a little bit for you. Of course, your dad played basketball at Wake Forest. Was he one of your biggest influences to start playing basketball?
No, he was absolutely. My dad played college basketball at the highest level, and then he went on to play overseas for about 5 to 8 years. So he definitely was that person that kind of got me into it. So every day I just try to, he's definitely a hard worker. So I try to, be that and just be the best version of myself every day to make him proud.
Absolutely. And for you, your name is unique as well. Your first name, Loyal. What can you tell us about the story behind that name? And it really matches your personality well, getting to know you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I got the name Loyal. But yeah, I definitely think that it matches who I am as a person. Just someone that's very loyal, someone that's outgoing, someone that's always smiling and always looking at the positive of every situation. So I don't know how I got it, but I definitely love the name Loyal.
It certainly is good. And I mentioned leadership as well with you. You were not only a great basketball player in high school, I read that you were the class president at Wilson High School. What do you remember about that campaign and getting to serve your fellow students in that role?
Yeah, I think as athletes, we're all just focused on being athletes, but there is another side of that. And I think with that role, I actually wanted to do it when I was a sophomore in high school. But I waited a little bit just to make sure that I was ready for it. because whatever role I take on, I just want to give it everything I have. So I did it my senior year, and I just kind of wanted to show, the younger people that were watching and also my peers, that I'm more than just an athlete. And I think that if you can show that, then people will have so much more respect for you as an athlete. So I was definitely excited about that accomplishment.
With that in mind, what are you passionate about most away from the basketball floor or away from the classroom?
For me, is I'm just most passionate about God. Just my relationship with God, getting to know Him. And that's definitely, what makes every situation that I've gone through, so good because I know that everything's going to be all right. Just putting my trust in Him. Um, and just knowing that he's so powerful. So I just I love just increasing my relationship with him every day. And then aside from that, I love shoes. I have a passion. I've been selling shoes for probably about 5 to 6 years. I started in high school. So that's also a passion of mine. I love shoes. I love reselling them. I love flipping them. So yeah, those are my passions outside of basketball.
So, how many shoes would you say you own if you are selling shoes on the side? But I mean, for your personal collection, is it a vast collection?
Yeah, so I actually kind of sold the collection that I have, but I probably had about 200 pairs, but I kind of sold them because I wanted to start over. I feel like I'm getting a little bit older. So I just kind of wanted something new. So I typically, I still have a good amount of Jordans. But I'm kind of looking for something new to start investing my time in with shoes, like I don't know, a different brand or a different look. So I'm excited to see what that looks like for me.
Well, that's really cool. Away from the court, I did mention the classroom. How about in the classroom? What have your studies focused on here at Alabama, and what could be something that could be a fit for you once your basketball career is complete?
Yeah, so I graduated this past August with a degree in sport hospitality, and then now I'm getting my master's in sport hospitality. So hopefully I have my master's in August, and then if I come back for a fifth year, I'm looking to do another master's in marketing. Um, and I kind of want to just stay in the sports field, whether that's coaching, whether that's on the marketing side. I think I'm just trying to, I think coaching will always be there. But I just kind of want to look into different opportunities other than coaching in the sport field, just to make sure that I'm making the best decision for my future. Because, I feel like all athletes, everybody kind of reverts back to coaching when your career is over. But I just kind of want to make sure that that's like the right fit, and that's my purpose in doing, because I definitely want to impact people with my future. So I just want to make sure that that's what I want to do after my career is over.
That's certainly a major decision coming up. And for you, you did have a major decision in your college career. Started at Georgia Tech and then transferred to Alabama. Just what went into your thought process in that time when you went in the transfer portal? What made Alabama such a good home for you?
Yeah, I think it was just a step out on faith. Of course, I wanted to be a little like closer. The ideal situation was to be a little bit closer. But God works in mysterious ways. And He brought me to Bama. And it's definitely been a great decision. I've met tons of people. Connected with a lot of great organizations. So I'm definitely so excited to be here. The transfer portal, it's a different experience, because I don't really like all of the attention. But I'm happy that Coach Roman and the coaches here welcomed me, and they kept reaching out to me, and just Alabama just felt like home when I came on my visit. So like I said, I just stepped out on faith, um, and I just chose Bama, and I'm happy I made that decision.
We certainly are as well. So this is a big week for the Crimson Tide, getting to go back to your home state of South Carolina on Thursday. Some really key SEC games coming up. Just as we start to wrap things up, what is this group capable of down the stretch here in SEC play and looking ahead to March?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're capable of whatever we put our minds to. Of course, we're going to try to finish out these last 4 or 5 games undefeated. That's the goal. Every game we step out, just trying to win every game. I feel like our last stretch is going to be a key stretch for us. It's a lot of competition, but I mean, this is why you want to play in the SEC, to be able to compete against the very best. And I mean, it starts with Thursday, playing against the number one team in the country. I'm excited about it. Of course, I know several of the girls I played AAU with. Of course, I'm going back home, probably like 30 minutes away from Florence. So I'm so excited to just see people that I've seen in high school that hasn't really got a chance to see me play since I, came to Bama. So I'm excited about that. But I think this team is capable of whatever. So I'm excited to see, what God has in store for us.
We're excited for a good day coming up in Columbia, but also excited for a great week coming up in Greenville, South Carolina in a couple weeks as well. Loyal McQueen, just thank you for your time. Can't wait to get back to your home state later on this week and just continue cheering you on for what's been a great senior season for the Crimson Tide. We look forward to many more great moments ahead. But thank you again for your time. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Roger. Roll Tide.